Hello, Genesis family. Excited to be with you all today as we continue on in our Lent series. Today we are in Matthew 8. Matthew 8 is an interesting chapter because we see Jesus healing a lot of people. He heals the man with leprosy. He heals the centurion's servant. He casts some demons out of a man and sends them into some swine, some pigs. But the thing that I feel is the thread that is flowing through this chapter is the fact that faith itself is a type of currency that has impact in the kingdom of God. We see Jesus responding to the faith of individuals, but also we see Jesus pointing out the lack of faith of his own disciples. Um, in a way that Jesus is telling us that if we are to follow him faithfully, that we are to be people of faith, that we are to believe who Jesus is, to lay our lives down at his feet. And Jesus rewards the faith that is displayed in front of him. Not this miraculous, transcendent, super hero-like faith, but a simple faith of people who are in need and know that unless Jesus responds to them, that they will be helpless. And that, and the flip side of that, for his disciples, for them to be living with him, to be walking with him, to be dining, sharing life with him, and for them to, at this point, still not really know who he is. That when they are in the storm and they are deeply afraid and not faith-filled and trusting that Jesus will cover them and protect them. Jesus says to them, "Oh, you of little faith." He contrasts them in a way to the people whom he had engaged with previously in this chapter, whom did not know him, have only heard about him and have come in contact with him, but have a totally different type of relationship than the disciples, but respond to Jesus in faith. I think the challenge and the encouragement for us is in the process of following Jesus, that there's this journey of discovering the goodness of God. And will I lay myself down before him and trust that he will do good by me? Will I be willing to forsake all of the other things that I have put my trust in, that I put my hope in, family, friends, my own resources, and trust the God of the universe to do good by me, to be invested in my thriving and in my flourishing? That is the substance of the character of the life of the believer. People who believe God to be whom he has declared himself to be. Now, this is not an easy process. I'm not saying that we're going to be people of perfect faith right away. Jesus invites us into the journey, as he did his own disciples, to learning and growing and developing, cultivating faith. But the question is for our own examining, as it is for the disciples and those who Jesus comes in contact with in this chapter. Will I respond to who I see Jesus is? And will I seek to trust him more and more daily in my life as I see the small miracles and victories and the ways in which he's providing for me day in and day out, that he is consistently faithful. This is our word on today. I hope that it's an encouragement to you as we continue on walking through Matthew in this Lent season. Be well.